Another thing I want to talk about, another little rant. Let's talk about love spells for a second. The girlies love to have so much hate for love spells, but the truth of the matter is like love spells are also rooted in Black and brown traditions as a form of survival. They were used as a strategy. And this type of love magic secured resources, opportunities, and protection for women who didn't have power, didn't have protection, and really didn't have any reason for men to provide them with any sort of safety and security. So love spell magic actually secured their place in their positions of power. It also allowed them to influence things like wars and other things that would be bad for them and their children and their family and their friends. There was a real reason to do love spell magic. Now I think that it still can be used strategically in that way, but you have to think about it like this. And I'm gonna say this because I think people should know I don't have any negative feelings about love spell magic. I personally don't do love spells on people anymore because if we're not in a relationship already and I don't already know that you love me and that we're together in this, like I'm not gonna do a love spell to get you to love me. I'm gonna do a love spell to preserve the love that's already there between us and keep our relationship strong. But this isn't me telling you that you shouldn't do it. This is just me telling you, like, if you're gonna do a love spell, like, please be smart about it. When I was at the beginning of my practice, my reasons for doing love spell magic was so silly and so stupid. And it was more about, like, could I do it? It wasn't about, like, because I love them or whatever. And it was also mostly about getting the validation of, like, attracting a really hot person, or, you know, because everybody else that I knew had a relationship and I hadn't really had one. And because at that time I was boy crazy and I had not decentered men and boys from my life. So the magic just wasn't hitting like I would like it to have hit. And I would hitch myself to guys who didn't have any resources, who were not that smart, who didn't treat me well, who weren't even good in bed. Like, they didn't have any qualities that would have kept me happy in the relationship in any capacity. They weren't interesting. They weren't magical. Like, nothing about them really was like truly amazing. It was just about my own insecurities. So what's my point? The point is, if you're gonna do a love spell on somebody, make sure it's somebody worthwhile. And it helps, okay, if the person knows you exist. Doing love spell magic on somebody who doesn't even know you exist and doesn't care about you at all is so fucking incredibly hard and damn near impossible that it's not even really worth it to try. If you're gonna do any type of magic, do magic on yourself. Delve deeper into glamour magic. I have a book, I have an ebook, I have courses, behind the scene classes, follow all of my stuff. But delve into making yourself more confident so that you could naturally go up to that person and strike up a conversation, that your natural beauty, charm, and charisma would pull them in so that you could have a relationship with them that's rooted in something real, and then be able to do love magic off of that real feeling. But if I was young, if I could go back, or I had a little sister or something like that, and she was like, I really like this guy, like, she was in college or she was in high school or something like that, and I'm like, okay, whatever, you have a crush, it's fine, and he doesn't see you or whatever, I would not tell her to do a love spell on him. But after we did a series of glamour magic rituals, beauty magic, confidence work, empowerment, and maybe getting her to get the attention of people that were totally out of her league before, that would then draw his eye, like, why is everybody so obsessed with so-and-so, right? Once we have, like, gotten all that going, all the juices are flowing, like, I might help her do something that, you know, when she's in the relationship with him, like, keep the relationship, maintain the relationship, make him, like, really, really love her, really, really want to be around her and not want to be with somebody else, right? Especially if he's a very, I don't know, popular guy at their school or something like that, and that other girls might want this guy. I might help her, you know, protect that dynamic until she doesn't want to be in the relationship anymore. But here's my thing. Again, if it's just because you have a crush on the person and you haven't really, like, explored who they are, you haven't gotten to know them to find out, like, oh my God, not only are they, like, really cute and, like, give me butterflies, which butterflies are not a good thing, sis, but they have a great personality, we have a lot in common, and I feel so calm and relaxed around them, and I just feel like there's something deeper here, and there's chemistry, and, like, they really are somebody who really inspires me and blesses my heart, and I really like them. I just maybe don't have the confidence to, like, you know, speak my truth, or I don't know how they feel, or if they like me too, right? If it's just, oh my God, like, I have a crush on this person, we're gonna work on the other things first. We are. Like, that's just where I'm at with it. And I used to be a sex worker too, so love spells were really great for business. They were really great for business, but they were to a point, and I was controlling the dynamic. It was always transactional, so it was never rooted in like real love. It was just desire and the potential of love that kept them coming back to me, right? The addiction, the obsession. And sometimes you don't want to be doing obsession work or love spell work on people that have psychological issues, who are toxic, who are narcissistic, who would literally abuse you. This is why, you know, you shouldn't just like throw your magic around at anybody. But I'm not saying that love spells are bad. I'm just saying you just got to know what you're doing, right? And the best way to do that is to just kind of sit back and like ask yourself why you're really doing it. And if you're willing to take the consequences, you probably also need to be protecting yourself too. So if you're not really good at protection magic, don't be doing love spells, honey. Just wait. Go light you up a protection candle, cleansing and clearing candle before you light up that love candle. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying, make it experimental, make it strategic, and make it beneficial for you in the long term in some way. If you just want to smash because they're hot, do some glamour magic. That's gonna get them that's gonna get them where you want them to be, and then get you the fuck out of there as soon as you find out that they are not somebody who is equally matched to you. And if you want to learn more about glamour magic, get my book, Baddie Bruja Secrets, where I teach you the ins and outs of how to enchant your entire life with glamour magic.